So about me, I am, as I told you, my name is Shweta, and I am your trainer for this batch. And I have some 14 plus years of experience as a business analyst, and I have experience working in the mostly into financial services arena, and I've been very fortunate to work for very good clients wherein I got to work on quite a few products in this in the industry, as well as I've been fortunate to work on service based projects. So I would like to share as much as my experiences with you, um, and,
Mhm.
as we get along in the session. So how about you?
I'm, as I said, I'm Meghna.
Yeah.
I have done my MBA
Mm-hmm.
in HR and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have been a housewife since then.
Okay.
I don't have any like experience hands-on right now.
All right. Okay, so you have done MBA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine. That's wonderful. And and now you, okay. So as we are, getting started, let me ask you this question. So I just shared my screen. Can you see my
Yes,
screen?
yes, yes.
All right. Okay. So my question will be, when we are, starting this session, or let's park this question, for 2 minutes. I'll get back to it. As you said that, you are a beginner, you don't have any formal, uh, experience into IT industry at all, and
Mm-hmm.
you just have finished MBA, and now you want to, so basically you want to go back to,
Yeah,
working, and this is where you think it's a right fit. No problem.
yes.
That's perfectly fine. So let's get started. So, as you know, this course is called the Business Analyst Training and Introduction to the Business Analysis. Wait a second. So, uh, so what is your understanding regarding business analysis? Do you have any idea? What do you think it means, and where exactly this particular, field of expertise lies in the IT industry? Do you have any idea?
I think before starting anything, as we analyze it, even in the business, before starting any project or anything, we analyze the whole like total things, what is to be done and how is it to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And the main role of business analyst would be a bridge, like between the product, the people
Mm-hmm.
who are actually doing it, and the business owner.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it
Yeah.
just right. So, in a very crude, way, if we have to put, so business analyst is the link between the business and the uh,
Yeah.
IT team and the project IT team. So,
Mm-hmm.
as a business analyst, it's the responsibility of the person to understand what exactly the business wants to, have in terms of functions and activity. Uh, what is their expectation out
Mm-hmm.
of a project, out of a product, and it's the role of the business analyst to translate it to IT team so that they understand what is the expectation, and then they deliver on the same. All right. So, Meghna, this session, the intent of before we begin, let me clarify that what is our target in this particular session, and
Uh-huh.
what we are trying to do over here. So, this is like a introductory session for you. I'll just give a brief what is this course is all about, what we are trying to do over here, and then we will start this session by next Saturday, and then we will start with one module at a time, and the
Mm.
sessions will be for 3 hours each, because it's a weekend
Mhm.
batch. If you join a weekday batch, you have 3 sessions, and those sessions are for 2 hours each, and you have 6 hours in the weekdays, and even weekends 6 hours, but it is divided into two sessions, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. And
Mhm.
with each session, at the end of the each session, I give one assignment, and generally, if it's a big assignment, I give it on Sunday, and you are expected to finish it by next Saturday. And sometimes I give small assignments which is related to the topic I have presented just now, or I
Sure, sure.
intend you to be prepared for tomorrow's session.
Mhm.
And you know so that is how assignments work.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, so let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
So in the introduction session, the target for me will be to give you at least a background, as in uh, what the business analysts do, which
Mm-hmm.
we already have touched, that what business analyst is stands for, what is the basic role of a business analyst is, and then we will try to cover why we do IT projects, and where exactly the business analysis uh, stands in that. Okay, where exactly we will fit in as a business analyst. Okay, so
Okay.
let me begin with asking you a question. What is your understanding of uh, what is a business, and why do we need IT projects? Why do we do these IT projects? So I would like to know your understanding about it.
We do it to minimize and what do we say, the
So let's
I
begin with explaining what is your understanding as what is business, and um, yeah, what is business, and why do we need IT projects?
it's a uh, I'm actually not getting the terms.
Mhm.
It's been a while now.
No,
So
no problem. You can you can use any layman example or anything. Just feel free. So see, I'm trying to get
yeah, yeah,
you talking as well, because after this course, the intent for you is to get into an interview, right? So
yeah, yeah,
take your time, be comfortable. It's and today, fortunately, just you and me. So
yeah,
just
yeah.
feel free. All right.
It's like it's like a process where you exchange something like goods or service, or I mean, like you give something to them and you benefit through it, or you're doing some sort of uh,
Transaction.
yeah, some sort of transaction, and uh, uh, it if if we speak from a like uh, the daily point of view, it's just people do it for living.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
earn money.
Absolutely. So that is what the business is all about. Business
Mhm,
sums up all the activities which an organization or individual does
mhm,
to create transactions, to exchange goods or services, to earn
mhm,
profit or earn money out of it. All
Yeah.
right. So that is what business is all about. So we all are surrounded by various forms of businesses and various forms of transactions in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are certain organization or certain transactions which are huge, and to ease off, to make it simple, we or I would say, to okay, so let's take a step back. So we have
Mm-hmm.
defined, what is a business. Business is a
Business
transaction to exchange
transaction. Yeah.
goods or services in
Service or
exchange of
whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
some monetary benefit. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's take an example of a bank. So the bank
Mm-hmm.
is there. The bank has various kind of business, like they have a business, as in they ask the individuals to open an account with them, and the individual can maintain their money. They can deposit the money, they can transfer the money, they can use various products to do their other transactions, right? So that's a
Yes.
business model. The business model
Yeah.
is to provide services related to money uses or account uses, right?
It's a business model.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
No. I'm
Uh,
telling you that it's kind
uh,
of a like I will call it as a business model of using the account. Okay,
okay.
so using the services and products related to what is being offered by the bank in terms of account to various individuals. All right.
Uh-huh.
So now how do you see IT coming into this picture?
To make it simple, like in the transactions and everything is being made very friendly, like to use and make it fast
Yeah.
through introducing some softwares, or so that the transactions can be simple.
Transactions has been
I mean,
or
if the business, if it's a very simple thing, then you don't need all the IT process or anything. But if you are targeting uh, b- m- major people or major group, then you need to the process should be very friendly, it's and easy.
yeah, hold on to that word,
Uh-huh,
process. Process
uh-huh,
should be simple and easy. All
uh-huh.
right. So that is a very important, topic you have touched upon. So
Mhm,
businesses, so we talked about business. So let's
mhm.
talk about the processes, the
Yeah.
business processes. All right.
Mhm.
So what is your understanding about what is a business process?
I mean the things we do, the various you have, if we take an example of a bank, there are various process, like various tasks in the bank which have to be done, like people a cashier, and then the money comes, there are various certain levels where
Mm-hmm.
the money comes, or where people come deposit it and then do the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
There is a step by step process, step by step levels of I mean, whatever you do in the
Activities.
bank. So activity,
Activities.
yeah, the activity. So this whole thing, this is a process where you do these activities and deposit your money in a
Yeah.
simple thing. I mean,
Yes.
the simple.
Yeah, so put what you are telling right now in a
Mm.
definition we will call business process is set of tasks or activities to
Yes.
achieve certain objective,
Objective. That's
right?
it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so we have business, and business has certain defined certain business processes to achieve its objective. All
Hmm.
right. So these business processes are. So let's have a look of these slides. So I'm not getting much in detail right now,
Mm-hmm.
Meghna, because when we start, this is one of the modules, and when we start next Saturday, we will explore it even more and we'll go much in detail. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Sure,
just
sure.
touching upon the surface right now.
Uh-huh.
So we define, we have business, and in business, and we do business because we want to, earn something, some monetary benefit out of it. And in the business, to achieve certain objectives, we have business process, and every
Mm.
business process starts with an input, and then we have certain processing. The processing is the set of activities to provide the output which help us to achieve the objective which the business has been aiming for. All right. So these
Okay.
business processes, as we say, it has input, process, and output. It is not as, this is the foundation definitely, but then it can be quite complex, it can be simple, and even the simple business processes, they could be like huge in number. For example, if you say, the organization we are talking about right now is, say, the shipping company, okay, or
Okay.
postal services company. So their
Uh-huh.
process is very simple, that the customer drops off their package, they have to provide the required labeling where it is going to go, and then they
Mm-hmm.
have to ship it to the address, and it has to be delivered. It sounds simple, but then if you look into like a lot of details, it needs a lot of attention, it needs a lot of information, as well as it could be that there's a huge volume of shipment the organization deals with. So to you know to ease off, to simplify and increase the efficiency of the business process, the businesses generally need automation of their business processes. So what do you
Yeah.
understand by automation? Like, a just general term.
Uh, it's helping the manpower with reducing the manpower actually and doing
Absolutely.
it automate. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Automation means reducing the manpower and increasing the defined set of activities to run on its own from one step to another. So, as we just took example of a shipping company, so shipping
Mm-hmm.
company, if they go for automation, what they need to do, they need to define a standard process, and a process wherein the intervention of human resource is reduced, and most of the work is being done by machine or by this by some kind of a automated tool. It could be software, it could be machinery, it could be anything. So
Yeah.
this automated mechanism is where IT industry comes into picture. So what we do, we IT industry provides various IT solutions to businesses to run their business processes smoothly by automating them. So now you
Mm-hmm.
understand where we fit in as IT industry in the business.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we say IT solution, so what is your understanding? What is an IT solution? What kind of offering it is? What is your understanding around it?
When this process will be automated,
Mm-hmm.
it provides a flexible way where the people can access it in the way. either the employees or the customers.
Mm-hmm.
The IT solution provides a flexible way, like they can easily access the main product or the whatever the business is offering you.
All right. Yeah. So that's the benefit IT solution is going to provide. It is
Yeah, yeah,
going to
yeah.
ease off the accessibility. It's going to extend the services to the customer.
Yes,
I get it
yes.
what you're trying to say. Like for example, if we say that earlier we had this shopping experiences we used to or retail experiences we used to go to the shop, we used to see the product, and then we used to buy it. Now the because of the technology, now we can do those things sitting at home, and we
Yes.
can even play around with a lot of things, like you can choose things. And because of when I'm saying play around, like it has increased our options. It has, like, we can choose a certain product, we can park it for some time, and if we come we can compare it with other products available in the market and things like that. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
talking about the online retail scenario over here. So
Yeah.
it has eased off, like it has increased the option for the retailer as well. They are available in the market, the product is available in the market, first of all, without space. If they don't want to have a physical retail space, that's fine, they are available online. Or if you
Mm-hmm.
talk about options like Macy's or Target, so you see that they are available when their products are available when they are working, when their stores are open. But even when the stores are closed,
Mm-hmm.
their products, their services are available
Yes.
online to the customers, even in the closed hours. So they have extended their business arena. They are available more, their availability is increased. And for the customer, of course the ease of how they have been shopping, that has increased. So all those things are your uh, your end benefits. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about what kind of IT solutions are, uh, what is an IT solution for me in terms of business. So,
I mean,
and
if you
yeah.
have any problem in the business,
Mhm.
when you are providing a like a solution where you given some inputs through IT, like through using the technology,
Mhm. Yeah.
it might.
So yeah, so in for business, the IT solutions basically, excuse me, they fall into two category. Either the IT solutions are available in terms of products,
Mm-hmm.
like you must have heard products like Oracle, you must have heard products like Microsoft Office, you must have
Mm-hmm.
heard product like, there are various products specific to businesses, like if you for example the Outlook, the
Mm-hmm.
mailing service which we use, that's also a product. And then you have IT solutions available in terms of services, like for example, I'm a bank and I want to automate my account opening, and there are certain financial products available I can use, but then I need certain services around it, as in if I have any outages, so who will be helping me out? So I can get in touch with an organization who provides the back office support, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe they can provide me the product as well, which they have made for themselves, and they are supporting that product. So these kind of solutions, these kind of products, they are maybe offered in individually or in combinations when we are talking about having IT solutions for business.
Okay.
Got it? So let me give you one more example for like you must be aware of mortgages, when we or home loans, when as a customer we go to the bank, we want to take a home loan against a property. The bank has a loan department altogether. So how the initial the process of generating a loan was to, you sign an application, you provide the application to the bank, they process the application, and you know they get it checked with the third party appraisers, and based on that they decide whether you can have that loan or not, and things like that. So all these things they have been doing manually. When IT comes into picture, first of all
Mhm.
IT will automate all these things
Yeah.
for them. Like, when you provide the application, the application goes into the loan origination process, and it can be available in the web format or automatic format to all the various parties which are interacting and
Mhm.
working together to get your loan sanction and get your loan dispersed. So that's where as an IT organization, I can offer a product which can be a loan origination product, as well as I can create a new product altogether, or create a complete suite of which covers product as well as various services, mailing services, document management system, you know
Mhm.
everything for the bank. And bank can have a completely automated loan origination process. So that's where,
Okay.
and that's how we fit in the business and business process for an IT, for a business as IT solution. So you
Uh-huh.
got it. So I'll just quickly show you one slide which explains that, what we do as IT based functions. And then,
Mhm.
okay, so let's talk about. So now we got what we have as a business, what are business processes,
Yes.
then where we fit in as an IT organization, or how do we provide IT solution. So
Mhm.
uh, you must have heard, or I'm not sure, how close you are with this whole IT scenario. So my question to you is, do you have you heard the term IT projects
Mhm.
or
Heard it.
projects?
Yeah.
Sorry, you
Yeah, heard
have,
it.
you have.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So what is your understanding for IT projects?
Uh, it's what I know and what I think about the IT project is it's a particular if for a IT solution, it's a particular method where you prepare the you you prepare the solution like you what do you say how can it be if there is a problem of or if there is a uh, uh, process that
Mm-hmm.
should be delivered or made actually the
Mm-hmm.
I mean what I know is like uh, coding or whatever they do
Okay.
that process is called like
Project.
it's taking up that task
Mm-hmm.
that is called a project. I mean, I know it, I'm unable to put it in the words.
Yeah. So what you're saying, that IT project is all those activities like coding and delivering
Hmm.
for the business which an IT organization do,
Yeah,
right?
to deliver the particular thing like a solution for
Application or product, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're kind of close. So projects in general term, project is set of activity which
Hmm.
an organization or an individual or a team takes to deliver certain objective. But then these projects are a temporary these projects are a temporary assignments to achieve certain things. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So projects have a defined beginning, and we know what we are going to achieve in the end. So
Yeah.
yeah. So how IT organizations work? They get in touch with the business. They understand that what is the need business has, and
Mm-hmm.
we will discuss all these things in detail later on in the session. But I
Okay.
don't want to overwhelm you, but and I just want you to give a very basic introductory idea right now. So don't get
Sure, sure.
confused, don't get overwhelmed if you think it's not making sense for you and your thoughts are not getting organized. That's
Mm-hmm.
perfectly fine. I completely
Okay.
understand, and you know and don't get overwhelmed, don't get nervous. This is
Okay,
no
okay.
test. This is for you. I am the one who should be nervous and over nervous, not overwhelmed. I should be nervous because it's my job to help you understand these concepts. And why I'm asking you question, because this is just my way to warm you up, to
Mm-hmm.
get your gray cells working, as well as have you completely involved in these sessions. I don't want it to be a monologue. I just come and I just take you through these slides, and this is how most of our trainers work. We don't just deliver the slides. We want it to keep it very interactive, and we want you to think. We want you to process whatever we are telling you, and understand and tell us your understanding. All right. So don't
Mm-hmm.
feel don't feel shy or bad if you're not able to put your thoughts in a line today. It's perfectly fine. This is
Mm-hmm.
for you. My job is to help you right now. All right.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm perfectly fine with however you are uh, telling me your thoughts. We'll get
Mm-hmm.
better from here.
Sure, sure.
Okay, Meghna. So yeah, where we were, I was telling you what are the projects. So how
Mm-hmm.
it works, the business sometimes, or it starts with business. They identify that they have a need to have IT solutions. So they sometimes define their need and go to the IT organizations, or sometimes they just bring in IT organization and ask them to define the need for themselves, and then they figure out that what exactly they want from end to end, and then they ask the IT organization to you know tell them that okay, so business identify that this is their need, and then they ask the IT organization whether the IT organization is able to provide the solution for them, and what kind of solution they can provide, how much time will they take, what will be the
Mm-hmm.
cost, and things like that. And
Okay.
generally, when these kind of discussion happen, when these kind of transaction, I'm using the word over here, happens,
Mm-hmm.
these are huge in amount. Okay, so for example, if we go back to our bank example, the bank said that we want loan origination, a complete end-to-end loan origination automated process, and they go to the IT organization. IT organization says, okay, we have the expertise, we know what bank does, what happens in the loan origination, we have the technical expertise, and we will take this assignment. Okay, so this is a
Mm-hmm.
very high level transaction happened over here. Then they
Mm-hmm.
start breaking it down, that okay, what exactly is there and how we can divide it into phases. Then those phases got broken in terms of what can be done, what is the priority, what business need right away, and what we can deliver right away provided with our expertise and the resources. So based on all these exercises, we come up with a we come up with a lot of projects. Okay,
Okay.
so if you see at number one, at the high level also, we had the project to do a complete loan origination suite for the bank. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, okay, we have these five modules to deliver to the bank. So we have these five projects to deliver, starting phase 1 to phase 5. So phase 1 is starting say in January and it's ending in December. So this is 1 year project. All right. So the
Okay.
projects has always defined time duration first of all,
Mm.
and define
Yes.
objective.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So that is
Mm-hmm.
what the project is all about. We will look much in detail later on, because I don't want you to get too overwhelmed, and
Okay. Okay.
we will
Mm-hmm.
touch base these points again when we are
Mm-hmm.
starting the session formally. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is what the project definition says. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create unique products, services, or result. They are temporary in nature. The project indicates a defined beginning and the end.
And then,
Okay.
okay.
So right now I'm not taking you through what are the projects types. We'll touch base it later.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So let's just uh, um, this is quite detailed for you right now. So we'll just
Mm-hmm.
touch base how the IT projects are structured on a very high level, and what the business analyst, where does the business analyst fits in, and what business analysts roles and responsibility on a very macro level. And then we will break this session and we will start this session formally from next Saturday. And but before we do that, if you have any questions, I would like to take those as well. All right.
Right now, I don't have any right exactly right
No,
now.
no, no. I'm saying, first of all, let's finish it, and when we are binding up, at that
Uh-huh.
time, whatever questions you have, I'll
Yeah,
take it
sure.
up, and then we can,
Yeah.
bind. So I hope that that sounds okay and that makes sense for you.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So the business project structure is stacked up like you can see in my screen. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts with the business stakeholder. So
Yeah.
what is a business stakeholder? Business stakeholder is like the person who is sponsoring the project, right?
Okay.
So who
Okay.
has the money and who has the most interest, who is getting affected by this
Mm-hmm.
project is called the business stakeholder. So
Okay.
right now, let's keep it here. We will explore it more during
Mm-hmm.
our discussions. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The business stakeholder is the person who's sponsoring the project, who's paying money for it, and
Mm-hmm.
who's the interest in the project. All right.
Okay.
After that, we have the subject matter experts. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, in our case, if you take the banking example, the bank is the stakeholder, and then they want loan origination suite to be created. So the people working in the loan origination, loan creation or loan department are the subject matter experts. They understand what exactly this process is all about, what are the details, what are the challenges, and what they expect from the IT solution to resolve the existing issues they have, and things like that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the people who knows what the business is all about, what is the business need, and what solution or what function they want their solution to perform. All right.
Okay.
So these are the experts. Then you
Mm-hmm.
have the technology head, which could be, it depends on how the business is structured. So sometimes the business also has their technology head who understands that what the IT solution they want, and what they expect the IT vendor which they are working with, what they are going to deliver. And it again very subjective that who manages these projects. Sometimes it's driven by the technology head who's sitting in the business, or sometimes the nature of the business is such that they don't have a technology head, and this technology head sits in the IT provider side. You
Okay.
got it?
Uh-huh.
You understand it or not?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
All
getting
right.
it.
Okay, no
Mhm.
problem. So technology head, either he is sitting with the business, or he is with the IT guy who IT organization. He is the person who owns the IT solution. He is the
Okay.
person who manages the who's responsible for the IT solution which is being delivered by the IT organization to the business.
Business.
All
Yeah.
right,
Mhm.
just a second. Okay, then we have technical architect. Technical, so I'm not going to in detail over here on these,
Mhm.
roles. I'm just taking the touching the macro level right now for you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so the
Mhm.
technical architect is the person who designs the IT solution for you. Okay,
Mhm.
who designs that how the IT solution will look like. And so designing means that it doesn't take away from the function, it's just that he designs how these functions will be delivered
Mhm.
and what it is you want. Are you getting any idea, or uh, you want me to explain it right now, or you're fine if we detail it out later on?
We can detail it out later.
All
I mean,
right.
like when we are going into the main.
Okay, okay, no problem. Then you have project manager. So project manager is the person who manages the project. Right now, like for example, the if you have like the IT solution, which says like right now we are just working on uh, taking submission of or creating the web page for generating the loan application. So he's taking
Mhm.
care of creation of the web page. So he's the manager of that particular project, and he is responsible for everything and in that project, like who will be the resources, what will be the cost, what will be the delivery dates, and if there are certain delays or certain issues, he is the one who works with technical architect as well as the technology head. And I am using the word right now over here, the business analyst, to get the project going and being delivered on time. All right.
Okay.
Then you have the QA manager. QA manager makes sure that whatever solution has been created by the project manager is correct, and it delivers on the functions. It's up to the quality standards set up by the organization, set up by the client. He's the one who makes sure the product or project is delivered right. Okay, and then you have
Mhm.
the production supports. Production support is the department which helps out the and I would say production support is subjective,
Mhm.
depending on how the project is defined. Like project what is production support? First of all, production support is taking care of all the activities post delivery of the of the product or services, to make sure that the user is able to use the product as expected, and if there are any issues, they take care of it. Like for
Okay.
example, if you talk about your phone services, like you have bought a phone, you have bought a
Mhm.
phone connection, it's not working, so you call a customer help desk. So that all those activities production support. All right.
Mhm.
So you have production support to help out after the delivery services. So now you will ask me, where is the business analyst? I don't see business analyst at all, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So let me
Um,
skip all these slides and take you there. Okay. So,
mhm.
sorry. So this is where your business analyst sits.
Okay.
Okay, and again, So let's talk about what does it mean over here, and
Mm-hmm.
what all the other scenarios you'll find. So business
Mm-hmm.
analyst basically works with the the responsibility of the business analyst is to understand what is being asked by the stakeholder, and what are the expectations, what they want the solution to do, and translate it to the technology team so that they deliver on the same. Okay, so now
Okay.
here the the role of the business analyst depends on how the business works as well. So suppose if the business has not defined their needs, the it can be task of the business analyst from IT side itself to help the
Mm-hmm.
business to identify their need. So in those kind of cases, business know their problem, what problem they have, and business analysts help them to pinpoint that okay, this is the problem, but this is what I need to resolve this issue. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, if we say that the bank knows that their loan origination process takes a lot of time and they want automation, but what exactly they need in automation, they are not able to pinpoint. The business analyst will come into picture and they will help him. So this is from the IT business analyst side. It could be possible
Okay.
that business has their own business analyst. Okay, and that
Oh.
business analyst has done the exercise of
Mm-hmm.
identifying the need for the business. He has created all the necessary documents, and these needs are shared with the IT organization to tell them that this is what we want you to do for us.
Do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here the point is that it depends where business analyst sits. First of all, number one, where he belongs. If he belongs to business, he will sit with business. If he is an IT business analyst, he will be sitting with the IT organization. And it could be
IT organization.
possible that you have two business analysts working together. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I am a business
From the
analyst
business
from the
point of
business.
view and from the IT.
Yeah,
Yeah, got it.
yeah, so from the business side, I am the business analyst to tell you what I want, and
Yeah.
I can work with a business analyst of IT organization, and that person has to understand what is being asked, and his role is to translate it to his team to what has to be delivered. Okay, and
Okay. Okay.
business analyst works very closely with this business stakeholder, business subject
Mm.
matter expert, as well as with technical architect. Why does he work with
Oh.
business with technical architect? Because it's the responsibility of business analyst to ensure that
Mm.
whatever is being asked is being delivered by the business, and it is delivered uh, in a very optimal way. So, for example, you say that I want to automate my business process, my loan origination process end to end. Okay, you say that, and as I mentioned that in loan origination you have certain third party interaction, like we send the application to the underwriter, we send the application to the credit check agencies, and they check whether you are eligible to have that loan or not. Then underwriter check that your property for which you're asking for loan, it ticks off all the check boxes, and everything for the underwriting is done or not. So all those interactions has to be automated as per as per my expectation as a business. But the technical architect sees that the technology available with the IT organization doesn't allow me to have a seamless interaction with these third parties, and the workaround for that in my design is that the bank loan executives, they do certain manual work. Like, For example, the application is created in the loan origination, and when it has to be sent to the credit agency, he has to take an extract and send it to the credit agency by email. So my business suit is doing that, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
making that interaction possible, but then it has changed the way the business has expected me to work. So then as a business analyst, I have to make sure that the solution which is being designed by the technical architect is as per the business expectation. Business doesn't want to do manual emails. So I have to make sure that the technical architect look for a technology or do something, get another product, get it integrated, so that I don't have to do that manual interaction. I have to make sure as a business analyst that the solution delivers what it is expected of.
Okay.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the business analyst is placed in the IT organization. And the another area where business analyst works very closely is project manager. A project management, he has to work very closely with project manager, because he the requirement management is done by the business analyst, and he has to make sure that when the project is being taken out, the requirements are managed properly. And if there are certain back and forth discussion with business, he works very closely with the project manager to see that all the discussions are recorded, and if there are certain changes, he manages all those changes. So these points we will go much in detail later. So for you right now is to know that business analyst work with project manager as well. And the next person he closely works with is the QA manager. QA manager is the one who. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a good
Thank you.
day.
That was a good session, actually. I got a lot of inputs.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.